Pengu has once again upgraded, and we need to discuss all of it in today's video. Hey guys, Foxy is Trading here, back with another crypto video for you guys, and we're back talking about Pudgy Penguin's meme coin. So we're going to look at some of the things that they have done, look at market structure at the end of the video, and where I think price is headed. So what have they been doing? Well, they have created a big update to their game, right? A merry mayhem. And I think it is no surprise that I love my holidays and I love my theme things, right? I had my Halloween banner. Now you can see I got my Christmas wallpaper already. It's going to be here for a while. And now Pudgy Penguins has a Christmas update, right? We're going to very quickly just skim through this very 2-3x so everybody can see, right? Fall Guys Pengu Christmas edition. Absolutely awesome to see. I love when crypto projects do this, when, you know what, not even crypto projects, but just organizers and games and shows in general just go to the holidays, release Christmas things, Halloween things, spring things, summer themed things. I absolutely love it. Pengu's doing it. They're doing it because they know people also love it. So if you guys haven't tried the game, try it out. I tried it for a while. It was actually pretty fun, especially if you could play it with some friends. It's basically like Fall Guys. If you guys enjoyed Fall Guys, you will enjoy the game. Okay. What else do they have? Pengu PEZ is in stores for the first time ever. It's in sugar. It's a pop-up, right? Now, hopefully in the future, this will be in more pop-ups, more stores, more states, more continents, more countries. As of right now, it's in Miami Beach. Okay, so it's very interesting how that is going to go. And another thing that just ended, I don't know if any of you guys got into this, but they released their first ever exclusive Black Friday box. Now, I don't know what's in the box. Nobody knows what's in the box. They say a collectible, some few things. If you guys signed up and you get a box, eventually show it off. I really want to see what is in here, what they provide. And I wonder if there's going to be a resale value in the future when Pengu pumps, and it's going to be everywhere. People are going to be seeing it. People are going to be holding it. People are going to be wanting it. It's going to be a very, very interesting thing. So you can see Pengu is really bringing it, right? I have been saying this every single week. Pengu always brings it. They bring the heat. They bring cool products. Nobody else is doing the things Pengu is doing. And I know when altcoin season comes and the bull run comes, Pengu is going to pump like no other. Okay. Let's look at coin market cap before we look at the charts. Down in price because of the manipulation. We'll talk about that. Down in market cap, up slightly in volume, but nothing too crazy. People are not buying because it's no man's land, which we will also talk about very shortly. 75% bullish. Guys, we need to hit that 80%. Seriously, I don't like seeing this at 75%. I want it at 80 ASAP. On all the big exchanges, pretty much still waiting for maybe a few here and there. But let's look at the charts. So what did we have drawn out on the charts? We had our weekly fair value gap. We closed below it, right, 2 weeks ago. And we knew that because of the closure, more likely than not, we would be heading to the downside. Price gave us a little bit of an expansion, but it was not able to close above for a continuation to the upside. We respected the fair value gap, and now we are continuing down, right? I know you guys are sick and tired of the downtrend of the red markets, but we have been manipulated very hard. Bitcoin was manipulated on Sunday night, right? It's crazy to think, crazy to say. Bitcoin being manipulated the way it did on a Sunday night when the banks are closed, the institutions are closed, the trading hours are closed, yet we dump like crazy. Why? Very simple. It's all manipulated. They wanted to liquidate the market. They wanted to do a reset. They made their money. They made their money on shorts. They liquidated what they could. And now we have to rebalance it. And everybody that was a holder or trader like us, the normal people, got affected by it. So Pengu, likewise, you can see, follows Bitcoin. when Bitcoin goes down the way it did, and we're not in altcoin season, Pengu follows. So where are we headed next? Well, I like to look on the daily time frame, and I like to look to the left, right? So what can we see to the left? Well, to me, there's a very clear liquidity, draw on liquidity right in this area. Maybe some of you guys can see it. It is right here. That draw on liquidity seems very, very obvious to me. Why? Because it swept out all previous liquidity and has not been swept in the future just yet. And it was the last push before the upside, right? So very strong liquidity right over here. Let's mark it out on our chart. Let's bring it across. Whoops. Bring it all the way across. And that is where we are looking to go. What also makes sense is that we have a imbalance in price right over here, which is a daily imbalance in price. And you can see, likewise, when price swept, it also retested the imbalance and pushed to the upside. So we know both of these things are extremely, extremely strong. To make it even stronger, it was the first fair value gap, because sometimes there will be multiple fair value gaps, multiple imbalances, zones, as you would like to put it, where price is formed, and most likely the first one is the strongest. So now it is very clear what we want to see price to do. And to me, that is go down, test the fair value gap, sweep liquidity, and go back up, retest, and give us push to the upside, right? When we get that push to the upside, then we are going to have to be testing this area and see, is it ready to go up, or does it want to continue and go down, maybe back here and trade in a box formation, okay? So what do we not want to see? What we don't want to see is a closure below and a continuation to the downside, obviously, right? And we don't want to see a lot of buying pressure when we get into this zone, right? We kind of want to see price get exhausted and not go too crazy, right? We kind of want to see price look something the way it did here, because the buying pressure or the selling pressure here is not crazy, right? We have large wicks, we have some buying candles. It isn't too crazy. What we don't want to see is getting into the zone with candles like these right over here, right? Because then we could worry that it's going to close below, that the sellers are still in control and they want to go even further. And if they want to go even further, then we're going to have to continue looking to the left. And yes, there is a clear area where I think price could go if that happens, but we're not going to look there. Why? Because we don't predict too far into the future. We adapt to the market and we play with what we are given, okay? So, like I have been saying, and I'm going to keep on saying it in every single video, in every single crypto I talk about, every single project, this is the time to buy. Not literally right now. I think the better buying opportunity, a little bit further of a continuation to the downside, down over here, could be also at the start of the box, right? I think that is the strongest area to buy. Now, do I think buying right now because you are afraid that you might miss the push and it'll just go to the upside, is it bad? No, I don't think it's bad. Why? Because we are still in a discount zone. And if you are looking into the future with the positivity and the understanding that altcoin season is going to come and the cycle is going to come, the bull run is going to come, you understand that the gains will be on the table regardless, right? But as a trader, as an investor, to get the most possible ROI, right, with the least amount of risk, I would say that this box is a fantastic area to buy up, because all of this just makes so much sense as a trader standpoint. I will most definitely be having a buy limit in this area. I'm already invested in Pengu. Will I add to my investment here? I need to think about it, right? It's not too easy to pull the trigger when you're already invested in so many projects and you have diversity everywhere. So sometimes you don't want to add too much, right? Because you have to be willing to risk what you are willing to lose. So I don't want to go too crazy, especially on a meme coin, because as we know, meme coins do have higher rewards, but they also come with more risks. But I still think I will set a buy limit here and then look for an upside play. And if my trade gets triggered, loss or win, I will break it down if I do take one. Okay, so I will keep you guys updated with that. And now you guys know my plan, right? So you know why the market was manipulated. You know how price is moving, where price is looking. What else can we talk about that I haven't talked about yet? For some of you, maybe you want to understand if we are in a bearish or bullish trend based on market structure and the way price is moving. So you can see, right, we have our highs right over here. We have highs obviously before that, but it's not important. We have our highs, then we have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? So you can very clearly see we are in a bearish trend to the downside, right? Very easy to see. And what are we waiting for? Not yet, but when price does sweep liquidity and test the fair value gap and close above it, we're going to be looking for higher highs. And that high will be formed. Obviously, it'll look a little bit different when price maybe makes a high here and it goes down and makes a high here, right? So we'll be looking for a higher high from previous price. As of right now, what would you be looking for? A high above here. And then preferably for me, a high above here, because that means price would close above and most likely retest and push higher up. So that is what I will be looking for as a confirmation play that Pengu is possibly looking to push to the upside. So you guys know my full breakdown of Pengu, where I think price is going, possibilities, right? If you have any questions at all about analysis, about any of these zones, liquidity, anything at all, let me know in the comments below. If there's any other things you want me to analyze, whether that's fib levels, whether that's MACD, whether that's support zone, resistance zones, order blocks, whatever it is, let me know. I'm here to break it down, but I never want to make these videos too complex with too many things, so it's not overwhelming, right? If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. Make sure you guys do your own research because I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll see everybody in the next video.